Sorry about that. Are we live? I think what kind of is. I need to check my chat. Opening YouTube. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, straight off the bat, today is one of the harder days for me to start streaming. Mainly is because I'm just very tired. I know I say that every day, but like today it's just the same. I'm tired. Hold on, give me a second. Adjust that. Okay. Yeah, it's just that today's a little bit different because I'm tired and also I'm a little bit lazy. I was like doom scrolling, watching YouTube for the past 2 hours already. Oh my god. Why is not? God damn it, just move. Alright. Okay, so I was like doom scrolling, watching YouTube, doing my own shit for like the past 2 hours. And I just couldn't really get myself to start streaming. And it's like, today is just one of those days where I just feel like, man, I really don't want to stream. But I'm gonna do it anyway because today I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. Normally I do stream and then I would just, play games and whatever. But today what we're gonna do is actually different because we're going to edit some pictures. Yes, in case you don't know, I do pictures. I do pictures, as in like I edit pictures and all, and I shoot pictures. This is from a shoot that I did just yesterday. I'll enlarge it a little bit. So essentially, it's for a cafe from my friend. It's a very simple shoot, but since I figured, I need content. And also, I need to stream as well. Why don't I just try to combine them both? And at first I was a little bit scared whether this would even work because I don't know if the OBS can pick up Lightroom or whatever. But it seems like it's working well. So I got tons of pictures here. I haven't went through them or whatever, but we're just gonna. It's very easy edit. But since I'm already going to use some of the time to edit pictures, why don't I just do it while streaming as well? I get two things done at the same time. So as you can see here, there's one of the concept that we were going for. You can't really get it. This is because there's like a coconut series water that we're releasing, and essentially we try to go for this very bold, very flashy type of look, which is why we did flash and also have this very crazy 4 cups colliding type thing. It's not the best shot because as you can see before we took a lot of takes, as you can see the hands and everything. But one thing that really made this not the best is because look at this, you can barely see the matcha behind. The strawberry has kind of just covered everything, and it's one of those things where you don't really have time, you don't really have a lot of chance to shoot again. This technically our literally last chance because it's like the cafe is closing. We can't make another drink out of this, so we just have to take this shot. This is probably our best shot of the day. But today I'm just gonna edit on this. Now I'm not the best photo editor in the world. The way I do all these edits are very unconventional. I do it in my own way. And also, this is probably not a tutorial for you to follow if you're following, because everyone has their own edit style, and this is just my style and the way I edit this. So the first thing I do, as always, is I do tone curve first. Now I know tone curve can be a very useful thing, but for me, so far I always only do basic S curve. S curve is basic S curve, just do it basically. I don't really need anything crazy. Maybe for this case I would like to emulate a little bit of the film view or the film look. I'll put the shadow a bit up, drag that up, just do this very weird kind of S, just so you can bring out a little bit of the film vibes of it. Like the shadows looks a lot darker and everything, and the blacks is all pushed up and all. So right now it looks very, very punchy, which is not really what we want. Oh god, I don't think you guys can see it, can you? I'm watching the stream. It's completely dark. You guys can see it. Hold on, let me try to minimize it. Is that better? Nah, you guys can't see it. Damn, you guys can't see it. Dude, it would have been so cool if you guys can see it. I guess if I go library. Can you guys see if it's in library? Oh, for some reason now you can see it. I don't understand. Okay, let's go back to develop. I'm guessing in develop you can't see it. Well, you can. Well, I don't really know what's going on. I'm just gonna do that. I'll keep a little tab on my OBS so I can see what's going on. But yeah, essentially that's what you do. You just turn up the tone curve. That's what I do first, and then after that only I'll go into the basic settings. So for this, I think the first thing I'll do is I'll bring back up a little bit of shadow. Hoping you can see that. I brought a little bit of a shadow just so I can see a little bit more details in the back. We don't need a lot because it's not the main point. And then now maybe I'll tone down just a little bit of the highlights, but I'll bring in a little bit of white for the punch. And then from there, I think it's pretty good. Now, this one thing, again, the focus is pretty bad, but we can't do anything about it. Let's try to bring up the exposure a little bit. I'm trying to see what we can get a little bit different. And of course, here we can like play with the clarity, but for like bold look and all, we probably want a little bit more clarity. Texture wise, I think we can also increase a little bit. If we go too hard, it should look very weird, but if you just increase just a little bit, I think 6, 7, I take 7, yeah. If we do that, it'll be good. Here's another thing. Okay, it's doing too much. Let's do like 33. That's pretty good. So I want a little bit of vibrance because we want to see that. I want to bring up the vibrance, but sometimes when the vibrance too much, your colors start to look weird. So what I do is I bring out the vibrance, but I'll tone down the saturation a little bit, just a little bit, because this is for the overall saturation for the entire thing. So like I'm okay with that. Now I'm gonna go to the color mixer here. No, actually no, I'm gonna go to color grading. Color grading is a very new thing. Now I'm not professional, and as I said, I never went to classes or anything. But color grading is one thing that as soon as I start playing with it, it's very fun. So for this particular shoot or this session, it's more on bold, flashy, a little bit of film, a little bit of that kind of vibe. So it's a little bit retro. So I'm gonna try to bring in a little bit of greenness to the shadow. Okay, maybe just a little bit. You can hold shift and then you can slowly adjust it. I don't think I want too much. I think that's plenty. We're just gonna go with that. That's good. And now, because everything's a little bit green, I would love to have a little bit more warm tone to the people's hands and all. You can see it's a little bit, it's not the warmest, but I think we can make it a little bit better. So again, click it and then hold shift, and I'm just gonna go to the warm part. Maybe I'm just gonna bring in a little bit of warm, just a little bit. I don't need too much. I think just a little bit. I think that's good. Let's see if there's any difference. Well, there is slight difference. Look, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It looks pretty good to me, so I think that's good. That's how we're gonna end it for now. You can also play with these sliders. These are very good. I'm gonna bring that out. That looks good. A lot of this kind of editing is just vibes, you know. At least for me, it's very vibey. It's like if I like it, I'll just keep it. If I don't like it, I just won't keep it. I want it to be a bit punchy, so I just try to boost the light and everything. Let's do this. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do that. That's pretty good. This balance, I don't really know what this do though. What balance are we doing? I guess it's like the. Okay, I think we're just gonna. I think that's good. Okay. Now let's. Now we want a little bit of effect, grain. You know, if you want to get those film looks, you want to add a little bit of grain. Let's try to add. I'm gonna add a little bit. Size wise, I love rough, but small grain. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna do it like that. Small, but rough grain. You know what I'm saying? That's the look I like. And then we're gonna keep that. We haven't really do a lot with the colors yet, but don't worry, we're gonna get to that. So there's this tint. Obviously, it's something you can play with. Again, it's a very artistic thing. It just depends on how you want it to look like. I want it to look a little bit more film. So that's why I'm gonna lean a bit towards green. And then from there, I'm just gonna see what I like. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with that. Okay, you can put this up a little bit to make the reds a little bit punchy. We also have this. Let's do -4. I think that's good. Okay. There's not really a lot of things to do. Now we can finally go to mixer. Now this is a very basic edit. I know there will probably be some of you guys be like, "Oh my god, seriously? You didn't do anything about the, you know, the green curves, the yellow curves, the blah blah blah." I don't know, bro. I don't know any of those. I'm just doing it based on how I think it looks, the look I want. You know, that's just how it is. You don't have to follow a set of rules. You don't have to follow anything. If you want to, yes, of course you can do that. But most of the time, just edit it until it looks good to you. You know, at the end of the day, it's a form of expression, right? So now there's one thing that's been bugging me this whole time is the green. The green doesn't look green enough, obviously. So we're gonna grab this and go to that green. Just trying to adjust the hui of it. I'm trying to make the green pop out a little bit more. You know, I'm gonna bring out the saturation and then a little bit of that. I think that's good enough. That's pretty good. You can clearly see there's a matcha there. Obviously, doesn't look the best when you compare. It's you know, yeah, it's a lot more poppy. You can see there's a lot more depth, a lot more colors in the back. Oh god, you guys can't see it. God damn it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that view. Okay, you guys can see it now. Nope, you still can't see it. All right, let's just go back to the library, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to do this stream on like this type of program, because I know this type of program, they're like actively trying to take GPU power from like a computer of your streaming, so it's not easy. But I guess, yeah, I can't show you side by side, but you know, it's a lot better. But now I think we can do it a little bit better. We adjust the green. Now let's do the reds. Obviously, by the way, I don't know why we shot with the cup that has the Chinese New Year Fool symbol. It's just pretty much because, you know, there wasn't any cups available. Again, it's a very small cafe, my friend's cafe. It's a very small project. It's a fun project that we're doing. But I think the color is actually not bad. But I don't really want to adjust the way of it. Maybe it's just more on the saturation of it. I want to pump it up a little bit, just a little bit, make it pop a little bit. can like tune down a little bit. Actually, yeah, I like that. Maybe the way we can adjust a little bit. We can make it pop a little. Okay, let's just go with that. Does that look good? I think that looks not bad. That looks not bad. Okay, now we're gonna go to a little bit more advanced stuff where I myself I still have no idea how to get into, which is the masking. Masking is extremely hard, and I'll admit I don't know what the hell is going on half the time. Okay, I know there's like a bunch of tutorials on Instagram, on YouTube or TikTok. You see like they do a bunch of masks on the left, on the right, center, slanted, wide, whatever, bro. I don't even know what are they. So basically, I'm just gonna do it the way I want to do it. So my envision is that the focus is all on the cups and the surrounding is kind of like not really in the way. So I will try to make the center pop a little bit more, which means I'm gonna take a radio gradient. Whoa, what did I just say? Radio gradient. I'm just gonna try to make sure that it cover the entire center, because you can't even see it. Well, whatever. Essentially I'm only putting a gradient in the middle, but you guys can see the overlay. Let me try to pop it. Can you see it? No, apparently you can't. Whatever, I did that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of contrast, and here I also add a little bit more clarity, because clarity can make the image pop, that part pop a little bit more. And here I'm just gonna the white a little bit more, highlight down this just a little bit, and then from there I'm gonna take a linear gradient and apply it to the table beneath it. Now I want the table beneath it to not steal too much of the attention or too much of the take away too much of the focus. I'm sorry, I can't tell if you guys can see the difference, because for some reason on the stream it kind of shows the gradient I'm doing here. But essentially, yeah, that's what you do. Now I'm just gonna tone down the exposure of the table beneath it. I'm gonna make sure that I make it as, less attention distracting as well. Now it looks so much better. This is with the mask. Oh my god. Okay, no, not that, I chose the wrong one. Okay, let's see this is without the mask, this is with the mask. Now it's much easier for you to see the cups, right? I like that. So maybe I did a little bit too much. I'll bring back a little bit of the highlight. This is like it's a too much. Also, it's a very yellow, it's very blue. I don't like the fact that it's very blue. I'm gonna make it a little bit, actually no, that doesn't look good. But yeah, I think that's that. I'm gonna close. Yeah, does that look better? I don't know if you guys can see the live edits I'm making, because for some reason Lightroom couldn't capture them. But it looks a lot better if I can show you the side-by-side view. Can you see it? I think you can kind of see it. Yeah, side-by-side view. It looks a lot better. So I like that. So what we gonna do now? Actually, no, I'm not quite done yet, because the upper part. So sorry. Ooh, sorry about that. Because the upper part is a little bit too dark. Again, I'm gonna go to the linear gradient. I'm gonna just pull a little bit down. I'm gonna brighten just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I think that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, I like that. So essentially, I think I've done all of the edits I can. It looks really good right now. I really like how it looks. If you actually look at the before and after, all I really did is just add a little bit of color, a little bit more contrast to it. I didn't really do too much, because in a shoot like this, at least in a concept shoot of like this, you don't really need to do too much. Most of the stuff that you need to do is during the shoot, like the flash position, the frame rate, shutter speed, everything. You have to. Most of the important thing you already done. You know, during post processing, you just tune the colors and shit. So yeah, now to make this looks a bit better, I'm gonna crop in just a little bit because it's a little bit weighing heavy on the lower part. I don't like that, so just gonna do that. And I also like the fact that we're tilting a little bit, so I'm gonna add a little bit more tilt. I like that tilt. I'm gonna crop in just a little bit more. And yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I think that's good. Can you guys even see it? No, you guys can't see it. You guys seeing the uncropped version. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. GPU is going overtime. Okay. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Oh my god, what's going on? Can you guys see what's going on? What's going on? I think it's good. Okay. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna copy. I'm not gonna copy the mask because the mask is hard to copy. What I'm gonna do now is the way I do it, the way I sort it is I'm just put a simple 1-star rating. Now the reason why I do a 1-star rating is literally because it's the fastest key I can click, and you know, just put it 1 star. Yo, what's up, man? Kali Gastra. Yeah, man. So as I said, I'm just putting a 1 star, and you know, throughout the entire thing when I'm editing, I'm only gonna put the pictures that I want with 1 star because that's easy for me. I don't have to really go too in depth, like rate them with star base or whatever. But yeah, now I only got 1. All I have to do is just kind of copy and paste it on the other pictures. So we have this. I need to check if you guys can see it. You guys can't even see it. I'm sorry. I think I need to reopen. Oh, you guys can see it now. All right. Okay, so this one is the one where we haven't really hit each other yet. But I think this looks good too. Let me check if there's any other pictures that we can use. But I think it's all good. I'm just gonna take that one. Maybe we can. Let me see. This one looks not bad. You guys can't see anything, bro. I feel like my GPU is about to explode. Yeah, man, I'm doing color grading. That's why I'm here, bro. It's just that you can't see anything because my OBS is tweaking. But I think I'm gonna choose this one. I was on like 665, but I think I'm gonna go with the 661. I like the composition a little bit more. Maybe we can take this one. This one is a bit more focused, but it's leaning towards the left. I'm doing my work in real time, so I'm like real time filtering this as well. But I'm gonna go with this. Hopefully you guys can see it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. So now, because I could already copy the color grading I did, I'm just gonna paste. Now obviously, look at this. It doesn't look good at all. Like it's too punchy or everything, but you know, that's the thing. But it kind of maintains like the vibe I already want. It's just that we have to adjust the contrast a little bit. Here I think I want to tone down a little bit of the contrast. It's a bit too much. Let's do that. Contrast. And then here I want to increase the shadow just a little bit because it's a bit too much. And also the whites. I think that's not bad, but again, it's a little bit too. I don't know how to say it. It's like a too punchy. It is supposed to be punchy, but it's punchy in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? It's punchy in a bad way. Because if I let's just compare this to that picture that we have. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm just gonna do my GPU is going crazy, bro. Can't even see anything. Yeah, I can't do side by side view, bro. I want to do side by side view, but I can't do it. But this is good because it's bright enough. This color is a bit too. The color is a bit too not punchy enough. It's not too dark. So I think I'm gonna go to luminance for this. I'm just kind of get up just a little bit. Just this one too. Just a little bit. And then we go to our radio gradient. And now I'm gonna put it in this middle because I want it to be a little bit more soft because it's too clarity. So we're gonna tone down the clarity here just a little bit, but we're gonna increase the exposure. Actually, just the highlights. I'm gonna do that, and then just a little bit. Let me see if that's better. Yeah, that's something I like a bit more. I want the colors it's a bit brighter. I want that. Okay, with that, again, we'll do the same thing this time. We're gonna focus brightness on center. Yeah, man. That's really was the problem. I think it looks a lot better now when we put the brightness in the center. So now again, I want to achieve the same effect where focus is more on the cups. Okay. But this time, because I want it to be a bit more focused, we're gonna do a little bit of gradient just here. This time I'm gonna decrease for that. Okay, is that better? Let me check. I think that looks better. Oh my god, dude, has the chat been over my face the whole time? Okay, I think that's better, right? Okay. The chat was over my face. Oh my god. Yep, we don't want that. Maybe I should put it here. Okay. But I think it looks pretty good, It has the vibe that I was looking for. Punchy. Very, very color saturated, punchy, I like that. Maybe a little bit too dark. I'll say it's a little bit too dark. Like this part's too dark. Maybe I should do it from this side. I don't want to cover here because this side is already too dark. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see what else we can do. It's a bit, I don't know. It's like lacking something. I think I want the side to be a little bit brighter. I'm just gonna try and see if that's better. It's the thing. You gotta just try and error. Just see if it's. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody knows what they're doing exactly. So we just have to kind of play around and just see which one. It's not bad, man. Yeah. The brightness in the same center and everything. But I think this looks not bad. We can use this as the base and everything. And that's good. So now, as you can see, I already have a few marked here. These are some of the pictures that my friend, who was the cafe owner, he's the one that wanted these pictures to be edited. So essentially, I'm gonna start early on this. So as you can see, this is a cinnamon cardamom drink that they're making. It's a very cool drink. But so we're gonna this is gonna be the same vibe. So we're just gonna paste over our edits just now. Now it already looks a lot better before it was paste. I mean, look at this. Before it was paste. Oh god, can you even see it? Okay, I think you guys can see it. Okay, so before it was paste, it looks blue. It looks like shit. But now, as soon as we paste it, oh my god, paste it right. Let me try to update you guys. Yeah, you guys should be able to see it now. It looks so much better. So, but there's still a lot of things I want to change. As you can see, it's a bit too dark. But I think this time we're not gonna tweak too much with the basics here. We're gonna use mask instead, because mask gives us a little bit more control. I just want the cups to be a bit bright, so I'm gonna put the radial gradient. This is a very useful mask. You gotta use it. At first I thought it's very complicated when I just started, but now when I use it, it's like so useful. I want to make it a little bit more bright, so I'm gonna bring the brightness up like that. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of contrast again. White, everything. This looks good. Well, and then now there's another thing that my friend, he told me that he really wants. He wants to see the fire amber on this tip here. So obviously I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna zoom in that. I mean, it looks pretty good already, but here we gotta make the amber a little bit more obvious. So what we're gonna do, again, same thing, put a radiant. Now I'm gonna try with radial gradient. Okay, this circle thing. I'm just gonna call it a circle thing. I'm gonna try with circle thing. Let's see if it actually can bring out that. It doesn't work the best, obviously, because maybe I shouldn't bring the exposure up. Yeah, put a white up a little bit. This looks better. But maybe there's a way we can shift. Oh, we can point to a color? Okay. I didn't know that. You can put up the saturation of it as well. I like that. Okay. Okay, I think you guys can't see the difference I'm making because shit, that's OBS. Okay, we're gonna go there. We'll go back to develop. Now I think it looks a lot better, right? I think it looks a lot better now. Okay, that's good. But now, another problem is, as you can see, it looks very flat. I think one of the reasons is just because the top here is just too flat. I'm gonna create another linear gradient. Just across it a little bit like that. I'm gonna like make it dark so it has a little bit more depth to it, you know. It looks a lot better like that, in my opinion. We should align a little bit. You guys can see it or not? You guys can't see it, man. God damn it. It's OBS, man. Yeah. So I just pretty much added a radial gradient right side here. it looks a lot better. I'll say I like it a bit more. I'm gonna add another gradient because I just realized this part of the glass is a bit too dull, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of white and contrast and a little bit of highlight, just to make sure that it still pops a little bit. Like just a little bit. We don't need too much because it's still in the shadows, right? Okay, I'm gonna go back and try to refresh it so that you can see the changes. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks a lot better right now. Now I think overall the picture is pretty good already. But it's a little bit too dark overall wise. I'm just gonna bring up the exposure of it, of the entire picture, a little bit so it pops a bit better. Okay, that's good. Again, I'm doing the same linear gradient below here. I want a little bit more depth. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. What do you think? I think this looks good. This is probably one of our better pictures today. It's not the same as this one. It's different vibe, a little bit more different vibe. But I think it's pretty good, you know. I think we did enough edits on it. It looks good. I like it. It's really, really good. Why am I keep on glazing myself, bro? I'm sorry, man. I don't know, man. Look, okay, look. When you're doing things like this, you kind of have to convince you're doing a good job, or else everything just looks like shit to you. You know, you gotta convince yourself you're doing a good job. So it's something that I'm doing, bro. I'm just trying to convince that I did a good job. So that's pretty good. But I think, you know, I could do better. Maybe this, I don't like how cold it is. Yeah, let's make it a little bit. Maybe we can do like 5200. 5200 looks pretty good. Oh my god, it's not showing. Yeah, like this one just now, it was a bit too cold. I made it a little bit warmer, so overall everything looks a bit better. I like that. Maybe this too. What was this? 51. You know what? 51 is not bad. I'm gonna stick with 5100, the initial white balance. So yeah, so I think this has been great. I did a lot of edits, you know. I think I also share a little bit of my own work style and everything to everyone, and hopefully if you know, if you're new to this, yeah, you can see something, or if you see something that I'm doing wrong, you can let me know, because as I said, I never really went to a proper class. Yo, what's up, Loose Left Fed? What's up, man? Yeah, man, as I said, I don't really go to any actual editing course or anything, so I do all this by myself. I learn all this by myself, so I technically doing a lot of steps wrong. I know that. So like, you know, throughout the entire stream, if you guys have any ideas what I did wrong or whatever, just let me know. But you know, because of how shit this computer is, I don't think I can stream this while try to finish this edit by tonight. So essentially what I'm gonna do is that it's been nice. Thanks to you guys for hanging out or even staying here. But you know, as I said, this channel, I'm generally doing 30-minute stream per day, and I'm done doing the 30 minutes. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want more, maybe I can do it tomorrow again. I'll try to figure out if I can minimize the disturbance from OBS on my editing process. But if you enjoy, you can check in tomorrow. I'll probably be doing the same thing again. And yeah, the pictures looks good, I think. Thank you guys for the advice. And